So a man over here, let's share this one. Sean writes me, he says, I guess after 64 years when I read comments such as yours, I always research these claims. So I entered Champlain Towers collapse. After pressing the down arrow for 20 seconds or so, your channel never showed up. Did the same for Champlain Towers collapse causes. Champlain Towers engineering. Champlain Towers failure analysis. Nada. Not one mention of your channel. I realize that this is YouTube's football and they control the gameplay, but this is ridiculous. Time to find a different platform. What do you guys think about me joking around now? I usually share some of my videos though with other engineers when I'm doing jobs, and some of these engineers are around the country, and I'll be at their job site or a job site, Philadelphia area, and I share. So I have humor, but they might share it with someone else. So I can't just go full crazy sometimes and just say shadow ban channel. I was thinking something like that, or just something silly that expresses that prove me wrong type thing. I'm shadow ban, prove me wrong, and so we would do this. Like a challenge. Shadow ban challenge. It's like you said, some people pretend like they're shadow banned or they say they're shadow banned. And then they turn out that they're not really shadow banned. That they're just, I don't know. But, I don't know what's going on with them. But let's do this. Let's do, so it's YouTube, right? Yeah, I was in YouTube. Okay. So then we go to YouTube. And I typed in Champlain Towers collapse, right? And I press go. And number one is, well, let's try it with views. Try to say, well, they're views, right? There's 27,000. Well, these always weren't 27,000. There's 4.2 million. Well, wait a minute. Third one down is 2.7 thousand. That's very low numbers on views. And the topic is Champlain Towers collapse. She comes up. So Miami Herald comes up. Okay. 208,000 collapse. There's the guy that says it was the roof collapse. The roof did it on the post tension. There he is. There's that again. There's the Miami, that one. Here's the guy that says the forklifts are on the deck and still saying it over in those other forums. I couldn't resist but listen and watch. They're so funny. There he goes again. So he gets all his information. If you guys look over to, he's over there asking questions and everything else. The jack off here. Go over to, and you see him over there asking questions and trolling and asking, and people are telling him off too, though. I try to keep quiet about that. The engine tips, and then look up under this collapse, and you'll see that he's desperate for getting answers, and he's all over the place, and a couple of people are telling him off. There's a dumbass, practical engineering. He's not really that smart. I'm sorry, guys, if you watch him. He's really not that smart. All right. Ex-husband was killed during that. That was that's Miami Herald. There he is. How did that get in there? That one. The disaster that changed the engineering. The Hyatt Regency. So made for children. That one. That's made for children because you got children in it. All right, there's the guy. Look there. Look. Oh my gosh, how timely is that? He's still into this damn palm trees and lift thing, and they're over there. You got to go over there and read the comments if he doesn't delete it after watching my channel. That he's still into saying that this thing happened. That now he's down to a forklift, which is same difference, right? What a dumbass. Anyway. There's a gun, 37,000. Let's do about that. This 462,000 going up, 56,000, 209. Still not on here though. 271, 256, 44, 246, 29,000. This is those people. Now we're on a different subject. So about she's caught that. Miami Herald, CTV. There's the collapse again. 4.7 thousand from this guy. So obviously I got some more views on quite a few of the channels there, but this guy's only done a couple of them, and yet it's showing up in the feed, and he's showing up in the feed. And look at his title of it: date, and then Champlain Towers way at the end. Not even in the beginning. Titles matter, right? Not even. You know, I'm not still not on here. You know, you can go down. There's 2.8 thousand right there. It just nothing. There's another guy that just out of nowhere he shows up. I mean, it's not here. So you know, talking about Champlain proved me wrong. That cat lived, right? There's a guy that I had to tell him stop contacting me. Right there, that guy, because he kept contacting me like a child, saying some childish stuff. So I had to block him and tell him do not contact me again. He's over there. He's the one with the cameras, guys. It's the guy with the cameras. Collapse Miami Herald 3D. He's got his crazy agenda, childish agendas. I don't have an agenda like that. It's just let the data speak. His agenda is to attack Surfside. I don't have that agenda. It's just let the data speak to wherever it is. Sometimes the data speaks to whichever direction it speaks. All right, here's this guy, AMPP 12,000. This goes on and on and on and on. This guy, Jackoff, does tools, right? He sells tools, and yet he's over here. He hawks tools, and that's what it's crazy. And I use my little scale model looking thing. He's a thief. You know, he steals other people's stuff. You know, you ask him about it, they answer it, then he steals it. He steals it and publishes it without giving people the credit. So he publishes people's stuff without giving direct credit to where it's coming from. You know, it's and he's using it for his marketing, for his tools. I find that, you know, disgusting. This guy, random internet news guy, 1.5 thousand views 3 months ago. He's on here. Miami building collapse. You know, it goes on and on and on. So I've got over 200 videos on this subject, both channels, 250, somewhere about that. Not a single one. So the shadow banning is, I've been shut down on this topic. Only you lovely people that watch it am I doing the videos for now. I'm not in any search, as the guy just said. It won't come up. So, you know, it's quite disheartening, you know, that the left controls the narrative, and they don't care. You know, they don't want the narrative out there that where I'm getting to the data. The only difference between their junk stuff and mine is that I'm willing to change my position, and I keep letting the data change my position. I just don't throw, you know, like post tension from the roof 100%. It's post tension from the roof. That one guy here who only had 800 followers right here, and then all of a sudden put that live video out, the lie about it's post tensioning in the roof, and says he's a forensic engineer, and that's what it is. So, you know, that just discredits himself. All right, so I let the data go, and the data touched sensitively on a topic that they did not want out there. And so it's been shut down on my topic, the way I'm going about it. I've been made moot and mute. Both MOOTE and MUTE. I've been made both. It doesn't I've been knocked down. So on this subject, I guess we can let's see if I can move on. Talk about the leaning. See if my whole channel's been shut down now. I'll move over to maybe we should move over to the Millennial Towers, the city in the sky, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and I'll tell you about that already. A little piece of it is that it's displacement. It's simple displacement is going on, and they got to figure out why. the displacement is taking place still. And then some of it they created when they put those piles in just now, when they started putting the piles in, they created more displacement. As I always say, you get nothing for free. So, yeah, if I start on that, I'm gonna tell you now. I think they should all leave the building. I don't. That's another FIU bridge collapse deal, where they're doing the work while people are living in it. That thing is not going. You saw the way concrete fractures. When that thing's ready to go, it's gonna go, baby. It's gonna go like everything else that like that. It's not gonna be a. The rotation is they got to stop from rotating is what it amounts to. Look, I'm junk on this topic, right? I'll still do a couple more videos on this, but I'm just talking to you guys now, and I want to give you some more data on rebar and get back to you about that for you guys, you special people that are watching me. You know, the 100 of you now. The column that we can talk in, how many of them are the people who are my haters coming here to learn and then going back to wherever. So the 50 of you and probably 50 haters that are just coming here to learn. And I'm not joking. You should see, so YouTube Studio. Hold on, you should see this one. This guy makes a mistake and thinks he's talking to Jeff's channel. Look at this. Life Quest. This is on that one I did. Champlain Towers collapse. L load path failure to building explained. When I did a video, well, this guy thinks that he's over here learning from me, and then thinks he's talking to Jeff. So he goes over. So it's one of those guys that want the real information, and then does this. Look, Jeff, once again, an outstanding take on Champlain Towers collapse. I'm not trained in it. Okay, let's move on, right? What is concerning is the CT, blah, blah, blah. You guys can pause the screen. But where he says Jeff again, so it's no mistake. At the bottom, right there, bottom paragraph there-ish. Great job, Jeff. Thanks. YouTube. I watch several YouTube channels here. One site about how YouTube has been making changes and are screwing up how the system is supposed to work. Is he talking about me and he's making a mistake? The one site? I never said how YouTube's supposed to work anyway. We know that they control the narrative. YouTube even moves upon itself to stop users from viewing. This, I believe, is the computer-assisted system that YouTube is using. And look, it's human-assisted. The computer may flags it, and then a human goes after it. But the computer only flags what they tell it to do. I just watched the other night where the guy said he works at Facebook, and he had it flagging heinies of girls, not guys, areola if it could find it, cleavage if it could find it. And he said the thing about it, so what? It found it. We wouldn't find anything offensive about anything it found. You know, whether it's people and girls in bathing suits or not. But Facebook was trying to stop any of that content. And you got to look it up. It's the guy, the new Facebook whistleblower guy. It's he does a subcontractor also. That's how I found it by the subcon. Somebody told me about this. YouTube uses subcontractors, so I looked it up, and I found that Facebook uses subcontractors, and that's where I found that guy saying he is a subcontractor for Facebook, for the company that subcontracts to Facebook. Interesting. He's got to verify this stuff on the internet that might be child pornography. He's not a cop, and yet he then has to go on the internet to try to find the pornography. I'm like, how is that an excuse? Because you're not a cop, so how are you allowed to look for pornography? So I was thinking the people they hire probably are perverts that are work around to look at pornography. Is that they just pretend like they're doing it for their job and they do hunting for it. He gets $15 an hour. You guys can look it up. So just wanted to give you that a shout out there and give that to you. That, yep, that I am just been squashed. So Champlain Towers collapse. And if you look at, well, that's Jeff. I try to see if it was current on his current one. So his current one says, collapse water attack roof inside pool deck. What? Water attacked roof inside pool deck? I don't. Water attacked roof. Inside. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's the narrative they're going to let go. It's the Champlain Towers. And that's the search. And there it is. So how about the Champlain Towers that way? And nope, no luck. Like my man said, he hit it a few different ways. You guys can hit it. Wait a minute, that's what I want to know. Did it hit his first video? Nope. It went with the 911 calls. That's that one. And that's that clown. He changed it now to 14 videos when he had a lot more. He started deleting content. The shit wasn't adding up. Alright. So you guys, it was fun. But it looks like I've been shit canned. And there is the proof again. So, I've been Shadow Brand, and can you prove me wrong is the question. Can you prove me wrong?